Day 2 of our listing challenge. Are you still with me? Stay tuned for today's listing tip. Hi everyone, it's Stephanie from Three Queens Resell, and if you are new to my channel, welcome. And if you are returning, hey girl, hey reseller besties. So I am so excited to have you with me. It means the world to me that you have decided to join me today and clicked on me, because I know you have so many options out on the internet and on YouTube that you could pick on, or click on. So thanks for joining me. If you're new, just a brief introduction. I am Stephanie. My Poshmark, eBay, and all that is Three Queens Resell. Everything is linked below in the description, so you can go check out my shop stores on all the platforms. I am a full-time reseller, but I do have another job. Previous to turning full-time in August, I was a middle school teacher for 23 years. So that's my stuff. I have 2 kids and a husband. So that's all about me. Feel free to tell me about yourself in the comments below. And we are doing a listing challenge. So if you need some extra motivation to get listing, thanks for joining us. This is in conjunction with Angela and Resell Land, her channel. So if you're coming over from her channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. We love newbies. And if you are not subscribed to her channel and you're from my channel, I've got her channel linked below in the description. Go over to her channel and check out her content, and be sure to give her subscribe to her channel. So day 2 of the listing challenge, because we all need motivation. And even though we can't see each other, it's about that idea of being accountable to the group. Kind of like Weight Watchers. Like you don't want to be the only one who doesn't lose weight this week. So you don't want to be the only one who doesn't get your listings done. It's simple. If it's your first day, you still got time to jump in. You can start today. You decide how many listings that you're going to consistently list each day. That could be 1, that could be 100. It's up to you. I'm doing 20, but I'm a full-time reseller and I got lots of stuff to list. But if you do not have lots of stuff to list or don't know where to start, just start with one. Just one listing a day, and you can practice the concepts that I'm going to share with you each day. And then once you feel comfortable, you can bump up to 2, then you can bump up to 3, then you can bump up to 4. So whatever makes you happy. So today we're going to talk about SEO. So I need you to hit the like button if you know what SEO is, and we're about to get into it. So SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization, and I am not going to come to you like I'm some big techie person. Everything I'm sharing with you, I have just learned through trial and error and watching YouTube videos and reading articles and trying to improve my sales and make them quicker. And even in preparing for this video, I learned some new stuff that I'm going to try and I'm going to share with you as well. But before we do that, I'm just going to break down a bit what SEO is. It stands for Search Engine Optimization. So basically what that means, and I'm going to say middle school terms because that's what I taught, is how people find your stuff through search on the internet. The best way to get your stuff found through search on the internet. So, which is what we all want. We want when someone searches black skirt for ours to come to the top. We don't want it to be 100 pages down, because nobody will find it and nobody will buy it. It'll be forever and ever. So we want to get ours at the top. Now, Poshmark makes this super easy for us, because you can just share your item over and over again and it'll stay closer to the top. But not every platform is like that, and Google is not like that. And we do want our items to show up when searched on Google. If your title is optimized when you search it, it will pop up in Google. When someone else is trying to find an item, it will pop up in Google. I have done it several times. Sometimes mine is like in the top 3, and sometimes it's like gotta scroll down, scroll down, scroll down, because there's so many. But they do show up, so that's good. So that way, if someone, and this has happened to me a lot, people can buy those items straight off of Google. And so when you get an item that says guest and it has a bunch of random letters and numbers, that is a person who isn't even signed up for Poshmark. That is just a guest, someone who was searching for, fry harness boots, size 12, women's, and they found yours through Google. They bought them. All the time it's at full price because they can't make an offer that way. So you're going to get a full price sale. So learning to use search engine optimization and get those titles as optimized as you can is a benefit to you. It is something that you want to be able to do. So 4 reasons, quick 4 reasons why we want to do this. Like I just said, people are going to be able to quickly find your item or find your item even if they're not on the platform, if they're just searching on Google, because you will see when you search Google Shop, pre-owned and new things come up under that. So, and another reason this is important is that organic search is it is the primary source of web traffic to any of these platforms. They not necessarily going to the platform, just an organic search on Google. So that goes hand in hand with what I just said. We want people to organically who are not even on any platforms, who are searching vintage lace pantyhose, for yours to pop up when they search that on Google. And organic search is the #1 way people find these items. So we've got to make sure that ours are seen. Increased engagement. So even within the platform, if your titles are optimized, you're going to have more engagement come to your closet. For instance, I've had been sourcing higher end things. I'm trying to get more luxury brands into my closet. So I've noticed since I had 2 pair of Gucci sunglasses and a pair of Gucci skirt. And I noticed that the traffic to my Poshmark closet increased because I had those things not only on Poshmark but also on eBay. So making sure I just don't put sunglasses. You put the name brand, especially if it's going to be a name brand that's going to bring traffic to your space. You use that. So we want to increase our engagement by making sure we have brand names in our titles. And then also, SEO is constantly improving and being updated. So you need to kind of get a formula together, which I'll share with you what I use today, but then kind of stay up on it, kind of see what people are doing and how they are using SEO to make their listings better. Go look at some of the top resellers and see how they've got their titles. Don't necessarily look at their descriptions, because I've looked at some of the top resellers on eBay and their descriptions are nothing. They don't even have a description. It's all they just copied and pasted the title. But definitely look at their title, because those are the people who are selling the most. And then SEO is PR. It is, even if people don't buy your item, it might bring them to your closet and they buy something else. So it's free advertising. If your item is searchable and people can find it and they can come to your space where it is, Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, that's PR. That's public relations. That's like bringing customers in the door. So that's another reason you want to make sure your titles are searchable. So I got my notes here. In addition to making sure your titles are searchable, SEO is also on Poshmark and eBay and Mercari. Your description is also searchable. So you want to load your description with keywords. And this is something I just learned from doing my research for this video. And so I'm going to go back and try it out with a few listings, and I'm going to let you know how it works out. But I have not been adding tags in the description. Now you want to tag things like relevant tags, not like the words sexy or cute or pretty. Those are too general. You want to drill down. So for instance, let me see. I just have the sweater sitting here. So this is a Knox Rose extra large knit sweater. So I can have Knox Rose extra large, Knox Rose gray sweater, Knox Rose knit sweater, Knox Rose oversized sweater, Knox Rose oversized knit sweater, oversized knit sweater, gray oversized knit sweater. But to just say cute sweater is not drilled down enough to search it out. So I had it. This is my personal sweater. I just took it off earlier because I was hot. But this is it. So all of those are tags that you could go ahead and add at the bottom of your description. On Poshmark, they do have like a place for tags, but they're pre-done. You can choose to do those too. I do those, but I'm going to go ahead and start adding some tags in the bottom of my actual description as well, since the description is searchable and people might look for like Knox Rose and look up Knox Rose extra large because that's their size, and bam, there's my sweater. So the more ways that you can bring eyes to your items, the quicker they're going to sell. So I'm going to show you how to optimize your titles. So there are, and I've done extensive research. I check on this like every month and kind of update it. I've even updated it from my YouTube video that I did for beginning postures, just a tad, just a tweak. But this is the order of how you want to build your listing. First, brand, so Madewell, and then market, women's, and then the style name or description. So vintage skinny, vintage, let me see, I got one here. Perfect vintage, and then the category of the item. So is it a pants, shirt? So these are skinny jeans. And then any descriptor. So distressed, high-waisted. Then the color. Now the color and size continue to be interchangeable. But I do color. So light wash blue. And then size 4. So my title would read Madewell Women's Perfect Edge Skinny Jeans, Distressed, Light Wash Blue, size 4. So it has all the basics, and then it can be searchable that way. So that is how I type every one of my titles. Then I also copy and paste that title into the description, and then I can go into more details in the actual description, which we'll talk about tomorrow when I go over my listing templates. So if you're still here, thank you for staying. If you learned something, give me a thumbs up. And if this is your second day in the challenge and you've got your listings done, go ahead and leave a comment down below. And I want to give a word of encouragement to everyone. It is not easy to, especially if you're a part-time or hobby seller trying to build your business, or even a full-time reseller like me, to be consistent with listing. Like I said yesterday, we all want to shop, but you've got to consistently list to build your listings and to build your business, and you want to create great listings that people are going to be able to search and find. So hopefully you're doing that, and hopefully this is beneficial to you and motivating you to get those listings up. So until tomorrow, happy listing. Bye-bye.